All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're stripping it all back and starting completely from zero to understand exactly what a prompt is, what prompt engineering actually means, and most importantly, why mastering this specific skill is going to completely change how you work with AI. We hear constantly about how revolutionary AI is, right? But if you've ever found yourself just staring at a blinking cursor, wondering why the AI isn't giving you those magical results everyone else seems to be getting, well, you're in the exact right place. We're going to break it all down today and turn that blinking cursor into your ultimate tool. So picture this. Imagine having a completely tireless assistant. We're talking about an assistant that can write code, churn out engaging content, and even brainstorm highly profitable business ideas for you. And honestly, the best part? It never needs a coffee break, it literally never gets tired, and it's definitely never going to ask for a raise or mysteriously steal your lunch from the office fridge. I mean, it sounds like the ultimate cheat code for productivity, doesn't it? But here's the cold, hard truth. That assistant is only as smart as your instructions. Despite all this incredible world-changing power, AI systems cannot read your mind. They just aren't magical. At the end of the day, they're execution engines, and they rely entirely on what you tell them to do. If you feed them brilliant instructions, you're going to get brilliant results. But if you give them absolutely nothing to work with, well, you're going to get nothing of value right back. Section 1. What is a prompt? The basics of AI. Let's kick things off by defining the absolute most basic element of our AI interaction. In really simple terms, a prompt is absolutely anything you tell an AI to do. It's basically your half of the conversation. Whether you're asking it to write a quick poem, fix a broken piece of code, or simply throwing out, hey, give me startup ideas, those are all prompts. They're the starting line. But here's the catch, and this is what trips so many people up. Not all prompts give good results. Just because you asked a question definitely doesn't mean you asked a good question.
Think about the huge difference between a vague approach and a highly structured one. If you use a bad, lazy prompt like, write something about AI, it's just way too broad. The AI is probably going to spit back generic filler that's totally useless for whatever you actually need. But contrast that with a good prompt. Act as an AI expert and explain prompt engineering in simple English with real-life examples in under 200 words. The difference is literally night and day. The result from that second instruction is going to be clear, structured, and actually helpful. See, the problem usually isn't that AI is confusing. The problem is that our instructions are unclear.
And that brings us to the core concept here, prompt engineering. It's the art and technique of getting the absolute best possible output from AI by thinking clearly, giving precise instructions, and ultimately controlling the output. Prompt engineering is way more than just asking questions. You see, large language models, the tech powering these AIs, are essentially massive prediction engines. They rely on recognizing patterns from your exact input to narrow down the right answer. Clear input equals clear output. It's really that simple, but it's also incredibly profound. Section 2. The Prompt Engineering Advantage. Leveling up your skills. So why should we even invest time in this? Because a killer prompt is your ultimate point of leverage. It fundamentally changes the way you work, no matter your industry. If you're a developer, mastering prompts means you're suddenly generating code faster, debugging efficiently, and automating all those tedious tasks. If you're a content creator, you can rapidly draft scripts, invent viral hooks, and crank out high-quality SEO content. And if you're a business builder, you can actually build entire AI tools, offer automation services, or totally jumpstart a freelancing career. The exact same AI can give completely different, incredibly valuable results, depending entirely on how you ask the question. Your prompt is your leverage. Section 3, the Simple Prompt Framework. 4 steps to success. To get you started on getting these professional-grade results, we really need a solid structure. So here is your highly actionable 4-part playbook to guide the AI. Step 1, assign it a role. Who is the AI pretending to be? Step 2, give it a task. What exactly do you need it to do? Step 3, provide the context. What background info does the AI need to actually do this well? And finally, step 4, dictate the output format. How do you want that final answer to look? By locking in these 4 pillars, you stop asking the AI to blindly guess your intentions, and instead, you force it to navigate its vast database for your exact specific needs. Let's put that all together. When we apply this framework, we get incredibly effective instructions. First, we assign a role. Act as a YouTube expert. Then the task, write a script. We add the context about AI for beginners, and we lock in a highly specific output format, a 2-minute script in simple English with a strong hook.
We're just casually asking a question anymore. We are handing the AI a comprehensive blueprint to follow.
Section 4, the iteration mindset. Try and try again. Now, just knowing the framework isn't the end of the journey. We have to talk about the absolute biggest mistake people make with AI. That huge rookie mistake, writing one prompt, getting a mediocre results, and just stopping. People do this all the time. They think, oh, well, I guess the AI just isn't very good at this. No. Prompt engineering doesn't work like a magic slot machine where you just pull a lever and hope for a jackpot. It is an iterative cycle, exactly like coding or writing a rough first draft. Step 1, you try a prompt. Step 2, you analyze whatever comes back and figure out how to tighten up your instructions. Step 3, you try again. You tweak, you refine, and you iterate until that output perfectly matches your vision.
Which leads us to this massive ultimate realization. AI itself is not the future. Using AI effectively is the future. And those are two very, very different things. People who truly learn this skill, the ones who figure out how to engineer prompts, they aren't just going to be passive users of AI. They are going to be the ones who actually control it, shape it, and build the future with it. The quality of your output depends entirely on the quality of your question. We are definitely going to dive deeper into perfecting that structure in our next explainer to show you how to get exactly the output you want. But for now, as we wrap up, I want you to ask yourself this. If an AI can do almost anything, what is the very first task you're going to engineer it to take off your plate today?